Hello, I thought I'd make a quick vlog. And you may remember these curtains in the background. Uh, I'm at my sister's house again. I don't know how long it's been since I've recorded here. Anyway, I'm spending the weekend here because I have no food. Well, I have frozen food, but my refrigerator broke. So she has the frozen food here, but she's feeding me her own food. So that's nice of her. I really appreciate it. Anyway, so I just had to get on here and just say something. It may make me unpopular, but I have to say something. You know, I read that I forgot what agency took a major hit in the cuts that are being done in Washington and by Doge. And now food banks are not going to get as much food to feed the needy. And it hits me really hard because I'm relying on food banks right now for the next few months. And I mean, I can't even imagine what people with families go through, what everyone goes through, if there's not enough food at the food bank. And then school lunches are being cut too. Is that true? So, if that is all true, then I do have to say something. You know, I think Trump may not be overseeing what um, Elon Musk is doing too carefully. Um, and then, just making sweeping cuts in programs and organizations without even stopping to think, well, maybe this organization can be restructured before they ruin all these people's lives by firing them. Of course, get rid of the of course, get rid of the fraud, get rid of the waste. But, I mean, these are people's livelihoods and lives, and we agree with Marissa. We understand, we are in favor of Trump. We don't mind Elon Musk working with Trump on Doge. But the cuts are sweeping and really impacting the lives of so many Americans. I think, me, Marissa, I think there should be a little more oversight in what's going on. And these people, I mean, Trump and Elon Musk are really, really successful businessmen. And why can't they start to look at restructuring these companies or these departments in government so that people don't just lose their livelihoods. I'm sure not everyone in the U.S. foreign aid was corrupt. I'm sure not everyone in all these places were corrupt, but they got fired, and now what are they doing? I mean, they're just suffering, and now and now food banks are going to suffer in Ohio. And I don't know where school lunches are going to be cut, but I've read that school lunches, free lunches, not the school lunch, but free lunches will be cut. I just think they're wielding way too much power without any oversight, you know? And I agree with them, cut the waste, cut the fraud, but then think of people's lives. Think of how you're affecting all these people's lives. I won't be able to have as much food next month, you know? So, I mean, it affects me, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I would just appeal to President Trump to please take into consideration the lives that are being ruined by being fired just by a swipe of whatever, you know? That's it. Anyway, and so that's all I have to say. And I know that might make me very, very unpopular, but I had to say something. And I don't agree that people should target Elon Musk. He is just doing what he um, was appointed to do, you know? And I don't think, the president should be, well, the president should, like, start start looking at what Elon Musk is doing a little more closely, in my humble opinion. Anyway, so, but no, I don't think Tesla should be targeted. I don't think Elon Musk should be targeted. I don't think the president should be targeted because what they're doing, they're trying to do for the good of the people. But I think they may just be missing a component, which is human lives. So, or livelihoods. Not human lives, but livelihoods. So, of people who aren't corrupt. So, that's all I wanted to say. And then, let's see. And I don't know what kind of severance packages anyone received. I don't know any of that. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they received a severance package. I know I heard somewhere that some of them were going to get 7 months' salaries. That's all I know. Anyway, so moving on from that, I know I'm unpopular now. I am unpopular. My opinions are unpopular, but what can I say? I just also, I just want to thank Jesus for the fact that I'm able to eat because, I'm Jesus. I have to just trust Jesus every month right now. Just trust. Just absolutely 100% trust Jesus. That's all I can do. And it's worked out so far. So, I would suggest that to people in need. Just trust. Pray. Trust Jesus. You know? I had a big reminder today of what it was like when I was very, very ill. Not today, but yesterday. Of what it was like when I was very, very ill. Very ill. Talking to invisible people and telling them crazy things that don't make any sense that I wanted to do but didn't make sense, and walking around not being in touch with reality. I saw that in someone else, and I feel so terrible for that person. But Marissa cannot help people who are mentally ill. She doesn't have the training for it. Marissa is not certified or qualified to help people with mental illness. I'm not. I really am not. I mean, I have it, and I've gone through it, but I'm not qualified to do anything. I'm not qualified to do anything. Like, I don't want to make a mistake. All I know to do is to call either an ambulance or the police and try to have them pink slipped. And that's what is really appropriate. When someone is completely out of control, you need to call an ambulance or you need to call the police and try to have them pink slipped so they can get treatment. Yeah. And that's what I did. And I felt a big pang of guilt today. And she didn't have to. She did the right thing. She did the right thing. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. You know, I know Elon Musk and President Trump have the best interests of people in the United States. I know they do. But I urge them to please look at what they're doing and please stop and consider the consequences that people have to go through. All right. And on that note, I will end this vlog, and I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. All right, bye.